This is Before He Envies, a Mackenzie White mystery, Book 12. Written by Blake Pierce. Narrated by Mary Sarh. Chapter 1. Mackenzie took a deep breath and closed her eyes, bracing herself and trying to stop the pain. She had read so much about the whole breathing method thing, and now, as Ellington rushed her to the hospital, all of it seemed to have slipped right out of her head. Maybe it was because her water had broken, and she could still feel it along the leg of her pants. Or maybe it was because she had felt her first legitimate contraction about 5 minutes ago, and she could feel another one coming on. Mackenzie pressed against the passenger seat, watching the city pass by in a blur of darkness, sprinkling rain and streetlights. Ellington was behind the wheel, sitting rigid and staring out the window like a man possessed. He lay down on the horn as they approached a red light. It's okay. You can slow down," she said. No, we're good," he said. With her eyes still closed against Ellington's driving, she placed her hands on the large bump of her stomach, grappling with the idea that she would be a mother in the next several hours. She could feel the baby barely stirring, perhaps just as scared of Ellington's driving as she was. "I'll see you soon," she thought. It was a thought that brought more joy than worry, and for that she was grateful. The street lights and signs went blaring by. She stopped paying attention to them until she saw the directional signs pointing toward the hospital emergency room. A man stood outside at the curb, waiting for them under the awning with a wheelchair, knowing they were coming. Ellington carefully brought the car to a stop, and the man waved and smiled to them, with the sort of lazy enthusiasm most nurses in the ER at 2 a.m. seemed to have. Ellington guided her to it as if she were made of porcelain. She knew he was being overprotective and urgent because he, too, was a little scared. But more than that, he was good to her. He always had been. And he was proving now that he was going to be good to his baby, too. "Hey, hold on, slow down," Mackenzie said as Ellington helped her into the wheelchair. What is it? What's wrong?" She felt another contraction coming, but she still managed to flash a smile at him. "I love you," she said. "That's all." The spell he'd been under for the last 18 minutes, between hopping out of bed to her announcement that she was going into labour, to him helping her into the wheelchair, broke for a moment, and he smiled back. He leaned down and kissed her softly on the mouth.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?